Hi everybody. Hi. Hello. Hola. Bonjour. That's the only two languages I know how to say hello in, French and Spanish. So hello to everyone around the world. I know a lot of you tune in from different parts of the world. So hi. Alright, today I'm going to be looking at your best traits. What are your best traits? I'm going to allow my new cards to give me some insight. Alright, these are so beautiful. It's from this crystal healing deck. It was donated to me, and thank you to those of you that have been donating to my channel. I love you all so much and I appreciate you all so much. Thank you very much. My thing is, why do it for yourself if somebody else could do it for you, you know? So that's how I see you all sending me these lovely gifts. I call it gifts, you know. I see it as a gift. You donate something as a gift, you know. So I appreciate the gifts very, very much. Thank you. Anyway, enough about that. If you all hear anything in the background, I'm in my backyard. I'm trying to change things up on my channel. So you're going to hear birds. You're going to hear wild creatures growling in the bushes. But I'm in my backyard, okay? So yeah, let's get into it. For part one, I have Aqua Aura. It's a crystal. Oh, it's so pretty. I don't know if y'all could just look at that blue. It's so gorgeous. It's beautiful. Pile 2, Herkimer Diamond. And for pile 3, Obsidian. This is my favorite. I love me some Obsidian. Okay, I actually carry Obsidian with me everywhere I go because this crystal means a lot to me. Yeah, so we're going to be looking at your best traits. What are your best traits? What are your best traits? There are timestamps available in the description box, so head on down there, click the bottom left corner of the screen. There's a word that says more. Yeah, it's in small writing, so you have to look carefully. Click on that and you're going to see these cards pop up as well as timestamps. So let's get right into it. Alright, so for part 1, if you chose the Aqua Aura, let's see. According to these cards, what are your best qualities? What are your best traits? Whew. Let's see. So Aqua Aura is a crystal that can be used to balance your masculine and feminine energies, right? It also helps you to connect with the angelic realms. And it brings inner stillness and joy. Okay? And there is an affirmation to the bottom of this card that says, I am bliss. Alright? It says, I am bliss. So, just by looking at this card, when I think of blue, I think of tranquility. I think of peace. In color psychology, different colors represent various aspects, right, of life, and I guess it's safe to say various colors can also communicate non-verbally different things. For example, blue is all about tranquility, peace of mind, happiness, stillness. Okay? So I think for you, part 1, your best traits are the fact that you have tranquility within. I think you are at peace with yourself. You don't necessarily need external validation. You are very balanced in your masculine and feminine energies. Okay? So you all know I love to talk about masculine and feminine energy on my channel, yin yang. Feminine energy being the parts of you that are soft, nurturing, kind, gentle, submissive, okay? Masculine energy, meaning the parts of you that is assertive, bold, confident, action-oriented, all right? So for you, pile 1, I think you're just very balanced. You're very balanced in your masculine and feminine energy. Okay. All right. Let me see what other cards come out. Ooh, Sugarlight, spiritual love. Wow. I like this. So I don't know. To the bottom of this deck, it says, I am unbroken. So, pile 1, there's nothing that anybody could do to break you. You know what songs come to mind? That Beyonce song, You Won't Break My Soul. You won't break my soul. So, I think for you, pile 1, intuitively, I'm channeling some messages, okay? Intuitively, I can tell that nothing can break your spirit. Nothing can break your soul. You power through life challenges. You are a soldier, a spiritual soldier, okay, is what is coming to mind. You could be well connected to the spiritual world as well. Intuitively, I'm picking up on that. Purple, when I look at the color purple, I think of royalty. I think of regal energy. The Pope, I'm getting a visual of the Pope and the Pope, okay. Why am I getting a visual of the Pope? But he has on like a royal purple robe. That is strange. So y'all could be, okay, I get it. Y'all could have like high spiritual rank if you chose this pile, or there's some sort of ranking vibe I'm getting from this, like a hierarchy. So maybe in the spiritual world, you could be like a high priestess. Okay. Somebody who has an all-seeing eye. Some of you, if you chose this pile, you could heal from heartbreak pretty well. Like, I think you absolutely understand the inner workings of your psyche and your heart, and you never lose your sense of self-worth, pile 1. You're very resilient, emotionally resilient, to be specific. You have a very active crown chakra and heart chakra. So y'all know I like to talk about the energy houses on my channel. This one fell out, so I'll take it. I didn't turn it over yet. But all in all, I think you have those energy houses very active in your body. So the energy houses within your body, they serve as not only portals, but I guess they serve as your battery, right, of your nervous system. And for you, pile 1, I think what makes you so awesome, one of your strongest traits, is that you have a very active crown and a heart energy house in your body. Okay, so some of you could be psychics that chose this pile. You don't have to be, but if you are not psychic and you don't identify as that, you could just be extremely spiritual. Okay, so I wouldn't be surprised if some religious people came onto this pile and you chose this pile. For others of you, you could just be incredibly spiritual. That is one of your best traits, your spirituality, your connection with the divine, your connection with a higher source, something bigger than yourself, you know. Yeah. So this one flipped over, it says orange selenite, manifester of dreams. When I think of the color yellow, I think of optimism, I think of happiness, I think of brighter days ahead. So I think another awesome trait about you, pile 1, is that you not only you're not only able to manifest your dreams and bring to fruition the things that you really want, but you are also a very optimistic person, and that is one of your best traits. It's coming through. I'm seeing like a very active solar plexus energy house in your body, so I wouldn't be surprised if those of you that chose this pile, you're very confident, very creative as well. You have a creative streak in you that I think you should tap into more, pile 1. And there's something about your inner child, so you can have a very healthy inner child, very happy inner child. Some of you had moments within your childhood that make you extremely happy to think back on. And I'm getting a visual of somebody on a swing. So maybe a swing could be of significance to you, pile 1. Maybe you enjoyed going to the park, or you enjoyed swinging on swings, but there's something about a swing that is coming through. Right? I'm going to just keep it at 3 cards today. But I also can tell that you can work well with the energy of the moon. There's something about the energy of the moon, all right, that you can use to manifest your dreams and to make a lot of things happen positively in your life. Keep in mind that the energies you put out, you get back in return. That's just how the laws of the universe works. I didn't make them. It's physics, the law of cause and effect. You know, I just tell you all the information. But there's something about that here. So if you are manifesting, please ensure that when you're manifesting positive things into your life, or positive things into the life of others. Some of you may manifest on behalf of other people. Okay? There's the energy of the earth and the energy of the moon that is coming through in particular for you. So you can work with the element of earth and you can work with the moon as well. Okay? You can have a very healthy self-esteem, pile 1, and that makes you... That's one of your best traits. That's one of your positive traits, actually. You could be highly intuitive if you chose this pile. But you are a master manifester, pile 1. Some of you may have a M in your hand. Look at your palm and see if you have the shape of an M. If you have the shape of an M, it just means that you naturally have a lot of luck and you are a master manifester. You can work directly with the energy of the moon. It keeps coming up, the energy of the moon, okay? So try that. Others of you could just be very in touch with your sexual, sensual energy as well, right? So two energy houses are popping up in my mind, your solar plexus and your sacral energy house. So the sacral energy house in your body is responsible for creativity, but it's also the house it rules pleasure and sensuality, okay? Sexuality. So another positive trait of yours, or one of your best traits, is that you exude that sensual, sexual energy, which, by the way, is a gift from God, you know. I mean, it could be a blessing and a curse depending on how you look at it. It's all about perspective. But if you naturally carry a lot of sexual energy, you can use that to your advantage, meaning that you can you'll be excellent in business, okay? You especially creative businesses, or anything that allows you to channel that sensual, sexual energy. For example, sensual dance or sexual dance. Sexual energy is not a bad thing. You know, I know in some religious communities, they don't like to say the word sex. They don't even like to talk about sexual energy. But I like to normalize these topics on my channel. And I think for you, pile 1, you could probably feel the same way about sexual energy. You know, you could probably just understand that sexual energy is indeed very powerful and potent, and you can indeed bring to fruition more things with in your life with sexual energy. Okay, so those are your best traits. You have a calm, peaceful kind of aura and vibe. Okay, very balanced in your masculine and feminine energy. You're highly spiritual. There's something about your spiritual rank that could be of significance to you. And you're also a master manifester. Okay, very sexual, sensual energy you could exude, and it's not a bad thing. You just have to, especially, oh, I forgot, for my ladies, if you are feminine looking at this, if you are a lady or you identify as such, you know, I don't discriminate on here. You have to guard the sexual, sensual energy, because you all know that sexual energy could also attract the wrong type of people. So I think for you, part one, you need to just be on guard. You know, it's good to use your energy, but still be on guard and be protective of that energy. Okay, especially from energy vampires, like, oh. Yeah, so that's what I got for pile 1. Now I'm going to go on to pile 2, the Herkimer Diamond. I'm channeling the message, diamond in the rough, diamond in the rough. Diamonds are made under pressure. Diamond in the rough, diamonds are made under pressure. So y'all could have been through some very tough circumstances in life. I think the circumstances you would have endured, pile 2, I'm channeling this intuitively. It could be that it would be experiences normally that would break people, but for you, it made you into a diamond. Okay, so your life circumstances made you a diamond. Y'all, I'm outdoors, so just if you hear birds chirping in the background, just let them, you know, let them express themselves freely. And I think whatever life circumstances you endured, pile 2, it brought you to a stage, a phase in your life where you are now enlightened. Okay, you could have gone through several spiritual awakenings in your lifetime so far, in your life so far, and you are now a diamond. So congratulations. I think you endured, you understand the universal tests, the universal laws, and you've come out on the other end of the tunnel, and you are brighter and you are shining, and you are meant to shine, pile 2, in case nobody told you. Okay, so let's look at your best traits. You could have a very open third eye. Some of you can see into the spiritual world very clearly, pile 2. You can have visuals, spiritual visuals. You can also sense things when they're about to happen, or you can sense good and bad energy very well, pile 2. You're very truthful. There's a part of you that is very truthful. You're not fearful. Well, you try to not tap into that energy. I think for you, pile 2, you are very aware of how low vibrational the energy of fear can be, and you are not one to fall into that fear-like state, or you try to not be in that state. Okay, you know yourself, pile 2. You have a lot of knowledge about yourself, and you don't allow other people to define you. So if that sounds like you, stick around. This is your pile. This flipped over, so I have to take it. You got orange sunstone and yellow argonite. Okay, so this is the sacral and solar plexus. There may be some messages for you in pile 1, so go look at pile 1. So you got orange and yellow, and those two colors combined, orange and yellow, they're very bright. So I think for you, pile 2, you exude a lot of light. Okay, I'm getting a visual of a very yellow aura. There's somebody that comes onto my channel frequently and you have a very yellow aura, because it keeps coming up in all of my readings, and even the top of the deck says yellow, solar plexus, right? Somebody comes on here to look at my videos and you all have a very bright yellow aura, because it keeps coming through every time I channel my messages. So lovely energy, lovely energy. I'm also getting a visual of a white aura, like a bright white, almost like a glowing white. Pink aura, purple with green in it. Okay, so there's a lot about your aura. For pile 2, you could do a lot of energy work on yourself. Maybe you do cleanses, you take spiritual baths. If not that, you could spend a lot of time in nature, and it's showing in your aura. If not that, pile 2, some of you that chose this pile could eat a lot of greens. A lot of greens. A green diet, green smoothies. Some of you may be health conscious that chose this pile. Okay. So let's look at orange sunstone. It says underneath this happiness crystal. So I think generally, pile 2, you have a happy kind of vibe about you, right? Ignore the birds in the background. They're just outdoor creatures. Just let them be. Yeah, you exude a happy kind of vibe. I'm naturally cheerful is what is coming up through. That is the affirmation to the bottom of the card. So I think you're just naturally bubbly. That is one of your best traits, actually, the fact that you have this kind of energy about you. Some of you, I'm getting, you may have this kind of energy because you mask depression. That is only going to be for like about 3 of you, okay? Not for all of you. For others of you, you understand confirmation. I got confirmation on my spirit notifications that some of you may have depression and you mask that depression with cheerfulness. I'm just here to tell you that, hey, listen, if you have situational depression or even clinical depression, there's a way to deal with that, you know, and I think journaling helps a lot. For those of you that don't journal, you can write, you know, writing gives you a lot of clarity. It brings a lot of clarity to your mind space, okay? For others of you, you're naturally bubbly and cheerful because you understand that life is short, you know, and you live from that place and that space where you accept fully every experience that you have, and you're just naturally very optimistic. Because, I mean, this is sunstone, so there's also something about the energy of the sun that is coming through, solar energy. You could be very connected to the energy of the sun. You could use the sun to energize your body, your spiritual body, pile 2. And that is good. I mean, if you don't know about energizing your spiritual body with the sun, I'm going to tell you about it. But if you take just a few minutes every day to sit in the sun, not to the point where you burn yourself or expose yourself to skin cancer or, you know, but just like about 10 minutes, 5 minutes if so much. But the photons that naturally come in light energy is going to benefit you greatly, pile 2. Okay, so if you don't sit in the sun, I'm telling you, for pile 2, you should sit in the sun a little bit, right? It's going to energize your spiritual body, because there's something about the energy of the sun that is going to greatly benefit not only your spiritual body but just your general mood. So some of you need to just be exposed to sunshine a little more, okay? But I think naturally you just, you know, one of your best traits is that you have a bubbly personality. You have that kind of cheerfulness. And lastly, it says here, nervous system balance, yellow argonite. Okay. it says to the bottom of it, I trust myself. So I think for those of you that chose this pile, you trust yourself, okay? That's one of your best traits. You trust your own judgment. You trust your guidance from the universe. You know how to calm yourself emotionally. And I think you also know how to calm the emotions of others. So you would be that light, bubbly person that would just be like, what you vexed for? You know, why you vexed? Don't be mad. Don't be angry. Stop. You know, that kind of way. Stop sulking. Okay, so you could just be that type of person to crack a few jokes. If you see somebody down, you know, you might do something funny to make them laugh. But you're very self-confident, pile 2. Another confident pile. You're very self-empowered as well. So you could be the type of person that would partake in a competition and win. You know, or come second place or third place because you're that confident, right? Ooh, I seen some outdoor creatures on my cards. Oh my god. You got little ants crawling. Okay. You believe in yourself, pile 2, and that is one of your best traits, and I would encourage you to keep being in that frequency. You also have like a focus about yourself. There's like a fine-tuned focus that's coming through. So you could be very if you have a goal or goals, pile 2, you would focus on that goal until it is achieved. Until you achieve that goal. Okay, I'm just interpreting the information on the cards and I'm channeling messages based on the information on the cards. Okay, so yeah, those are your best traits, pile 2. I love it. And lastly, Obsidian, y'all. I love Obsidian. I absolutely love. This is my crystal. This is Crystal from Crystal Land. I absolutely enjoy working with Obsidian. It means a lot to me. I love Obsidian. Okay, so maybe for some of you that chose this pile, Obsidian could be of significance to you. Maybe it's one of your favorite crystals. Maybe you need to work with Obsidian more. Okay, but at the bottom of this card it says, I am empowered by volcanic might. Ooh, that's powerful, pile 3. Y'all are my powerhouses. I think one of your best traits is that you are a powerhouse by yourself. What is coming to mind is that you're a one-man show. You don't need a crowd. You don't need a group, you know, to get shit done, basically, pile 3. I think you, over the years, for you in particular, you just learn to be very self-sufficient, very reliant on yourself, and that's not a bad thing. Like a lot of people like to demonize independence now. You know, I hear a lot of podcasts on independence and women this and men this and whatever. Yeah, I mean, I understand, you know, we all have free will and we can express ourselves freely, but I think there are some things you just don't demonize, and I think someone's independence and self-sufficiency is something you never demonize. You know, you just don't do that because you just never really know what battles people had to fight to really stand on their own, and you never really know how much disappointments they had in their life, you know, before they reached that point of self-reliance, you know. So I think for you, pile 3, you are a powerhouse. You had to be strong. Like you had no other choice but to be strong. I think you naturally have a lot of it's just powerful energy. I think Obsidian is so powerful, guys. It's a powerful crystal, right? You are also very disciplined. So if you fall into that description, this is definitely your pile. So let's see, can I have more insights? So the cards that came out will Christ of Praise, and purple Chalcedony. That's a bit of that's a mouthful, but purple Chalcedony came out as well. So I'm going to interpret each card, and I'm going to give you channel messages based on the card, okay? So Christ of Praise is a crystal that you can use for prosperity. So I think for you, pile 3, you are naturally prosperous, naturally abundant. Mother Lakshmi is coming through. So if you are Hindu and you belong to the Hindu faith, Mother Lakshmi could be of significance to you. If you are not Hindu and you do not belong to the Hindu faith, that message will not be for you. For others of you, if you chose pile 3, you naturally have good fortune and success on your side. And I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of people envy you because of this. But I think people just don't understand you, pile 3. They don't understand the challenges you have been through. I saw a post recently and it said, people only put up on their social media their wins, but they don't post their losses. And is the truth. I think for you, pile 3, you do not believe in staying stuck in your losses. Because this is my thing, let me just channel a message here. In life, you're going to win some, you're going to lose some. That's how life works. It's duality, it's polarity. You're never going to win at everything in life. Never. You're never going to win at everything in life. Even the best athletes. We're currently going through that Olympic thing right now, but even the best athletes understand that, and they have a sense of sportsmanship within them that supports others even if they lose. And I think for you, pile 3, you have that kind of sportsmanship within yourself, where even if you are in a losing stage or phase in your life, you still support others and you still want to see other people win. You still want to see other people win, pile 3. And because of that energy, that is exactly why you always have good fortune and success on your side. Because you understand how energy works. Okay? At a cellular level, you understand how energy works. At a universal level. So, because of that knowledge, you are able to always just bring in opportunities. You're always able to call in opportunities into your life. Pile 3. And it's sad that people would envy this about you, because I'm picking up on, because green is a color of prosperity, but it's also what people say when they're describing the green-eyed monster. So a green-eyed monster is an envious person, okay? So I think for you, you may have some of that to deal with. You may have, or you had some of that to deal with, right, in your life. And listen, people on the outside looking in, they probably would never understand you, pile 3. And it's okay. There are some people that are meant to understand you, and there are some people that just will never understand you. And that's okay. Okay? You are naturally somebody full of love. You're naturally somebody full of hope. You're very nurturing, pile 3. Those are your best traits. Those are your best qualities. Okay? You're also very calming, pile 3. There's something about your energy that's just very calming. Very, very calming. You could be around people and, I could see people just warming up to you because you exude such a calm and prosperous energy. I think when people see you, they instantly assume that you're rich or you have a lot of money. I wouldn't be surprised that is what people assume about you. And that is because of the energy that you carry, okay? And it's sad because it's sad that people would hate on you for this, because if those same people that were hating on you would take time to work on their own energy and foster their prosperity energy, foster their good fortune and success, they're going to exude the same energy or similar energy, I wouldn't say same, but similar energy. yeah, their vibration is gonna elevate. But if they stay hating or they stay envious of you, pile 3, if people on the outside stay hating, then they're gonna always be stuck in that low vibration and they're not gonna elevate. You know, it's all about energy. It's all about what you exude at a cellular level. The universe, it honestly, guys, I'm telling you from experience, the universe rewards your energy. It doesn't reward the front that you put up. It rewards your energy and the the work you do at a cellular level. Okay. Whew, I went on a rant there, mini rant. Okay, so let's look at purple chalcedony. It says psychic and healing. So one of your, it says here also, I am purified. Okay. So another one of your best traits, pile 3, is that you have healing abilities. You can heal people emotionally. You can heal people, in some instances, physically. Through your touch, through your physical touch, okay? You have the ability to calm other people's nervous system or nervousness. There's something about that is coming through. That's one of your best traits. So you would be the type of person, if you offer someone a hug, if they are crying, pile 3, if you offer a hug, that person would instantly just stop crying and they would feel comforted by your energy. That is how calming your energy is. Pile 3. That is one of your best traits. You are connected to all life forms as well. So for you in particular, I think you are connected. If you touch plants, you can feel the energy of the plants. If you touch water, you can feel the energy of water. Water, scrying is coming through. So scrying in the spiritual world is another form of divination. You can actually interpret messages from water, pile 3. So some of you may have that ability to just look at water, and you know, if you throw sand in it and the sand settles in a particular way, you can interpret the sand reading in the water. That is so cool. That is one of your best traits. That's only for some of you. That water scrying, divination tool, that aspect of the channel messages would only be for some of you, not all of you, okay? But naturally, I think you have a sense of purpose. I'm getting intuitively soul purpose. So for pile 3, you could be really connected to your soul purpose. Okay, that is another one of your best traits. And you also have a lot of spiritual wisdom, pile 3. And you're sincere. You're a sincere person. Okay, you have a lot of humility as well. You have a very active third eye energy house in your body as well, pile 3. So you could see into the spiritual world. You may get visions. Some of you may be clairvoyant. That shows this pile. Clairaudient as well. You may hear things from the spirit world. You may have ancestors or spirit guides that give you information that you need to guide other people, or to even guide yourself through your own life. So those are your best traits, okay? Those are your best traits, pile 3. I absolutely love channeling for you guys. I mean, I kind of have a bias because, I mean, pile 3 is Obsidian. Come on, Obsidian is my favorite crystal, so it is what it is. I have a bias. I think pile 3 is my favorite, you know? Although pile 1 and pile 2 had some pretty solid messages, I absolutely love pile 3. Alright, so that's it for your best traits. I hope you enjoyed this message. this reading as much as I did. If you like, don't forget to subscribe. If you don't like, feel free to visit another channel. Peace, love and light. Bye.